We're talking about a huge problem in our current and future media landscape, fake news and misinformation on the internet. It's becoming easier to find and spread. False stories on X or Twitter are 70% more likely to be retweeted than the true stories.
A new book takes a look at how our biases cause us to fall for misinformation and how to combat it. It's called May Contain Lies: How Stories, Statistics, and Studies Exploit Our Biases and What We Can Do About It. Author Alex Edmans is an economist and finance professor at London Business School, and he joins us this morning. Good morning.
Good morning, Larry. Good morning, Robin. Thanks for having me on.
I guess it shouldn't be a surprise that these numbers are the case. They don't really teach a critical thinking class in school. You write, data is not evidence and evidence is not proof. I think that's surprising to some people. Can you explain why?
Yeah, so we often view data and evidence as interchangeable, but they're quite different. Why? What is evidence? Evidence is something that points to one particular conclusion. So in a criminal trial, something is not evidence if it's consistent with Tom or Dick or Harry committing the crime. It has to be consistent with one particular suspect. But data can have lots of different interpretations. For example, if more sustainable companies perform better, is it sustainability that causes better performance? Or is it better performance that allows a company to become more sustainable? But if we have biases, we will latch on to whatever explanation suits what we want to be true.
It's this whole idea that I think you used an example like you can say, oh, I knew a smoker who lived to be 100, but that doesn't mean that all smokers are going to live to be 100. So people pick and choose these little nuggets, and that's what gets retweeted and spread, correct?
That's absolutely right. So when you hear about misinformation, you think it's about checking the facts. So let's check, did that smoker indeed live to 100? But my point is, even if he or she did, that is misleading because it could be one particular hand-picked example. So The question is not just to check the facts, but are we seeing the full picture? Are we seeing the evidence in general rather than one isolated anecdote?
And in science, if you're a scientist and you have an idea, don't you try to set out to falsify it, which seems like the opposite of what non-scientists do in their day-to-day world?
Absolutely. So you have a difference between science, which is when you start with a blank slate, you test a hypothesis with an open mind, and what we have now, such as advocacy. We start with our preconceived viewpoint and we search for whatever evidence supports that. For example, if I wanted an excuse to drink lots of red wine this evening, I could Google for why red wine leads to longer life, and I'm sure I could find a plethora of studies. So we love these phrases like research finds that, studies show that, evidence proves that. But you can almost always find evidence to support whatever you want to support. So what matters is whether the evidence is accurate, not whether it's appealing.
We know young people more than ever are getting, news information like on TikTok, and a lot of it is not from verified sources. So what do you tell people about how to look for red flags and to find out and search if something is true or not?
What I try to do is encourage people to search for the opposite viewpoint. So how do social media platforms like TikTok work? They want to keep you addicted. They want to keep you on there so that you can advertise to you. And so they give you the news that you want to be true. So we need to go out of our way to try to search for information that's against our viewpoint. For example, when the UK was considering leaving the European Union, I was a strong supporter of Remain. But I deliberately went to talks on the other side, talks in favour of Brexit, so that I could see the other side and I was not living in just my echo chamber.
Yeah, and so the social media companies claim that, oh, we're just a tool, but in reality, as you say, their algorithms are sort of baking the cake, so they're advancing things that maybe aren't true but appealing or popular. Does something need to be done about that?
It does, but the question is sort of who to get it done. And I think, just to be realistic, it's not necessarily the case that social media companies will do something different. Because again, what are their incentives? Their incentives are to keep you hooked. And there's scientific studies which show that if you see something you like, it releases dopamine, it feels good. So they have the incentive to keep you in your echo chamber. So I think it's incumbent upon us as the consumer to step out of the echo chamber and read sources that we might disagree with. And even if 90% of what they say is wrong in our eyes, maybe 10% is right and we come away more informed than we started. So it's actually by seeing other viewpoints that we learn rather than seeing what we already think to be true.
Well, the book is May Contain Lies, How Stories, Statistics, and Studies Exploit Our Biases and What We Can Do About It. For more, you can check out maycontainlies.com or alexedmonds.com. You can follow Alex on X as well. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.